Hey everybody. Okay, so today's video is about why spirituality shouldn't, why sex shouldn't play a part in spirituality or magic of any kind, and why magic shouldn't have gender roles. And when I say gender roles, I mean why shouldn't magic be male or female? Um, why shouldn't magic just be male energy and female energy? Why does it have to be just male energy and female energy? Why can't it be, you know, a balance of the two inside each person? Um, and what this stems from is that like people, some covens or groups, um, some covens or groups do not allow homosexuals to join them. And I was talking to Kat about my initiation into Palo, and she said, and she had talked to Tata or Yate about it, and she said that gay people cannot get initiated. And, well, I did a little research on this, and there is actually one in LA and one in Florida. Now, this is just, I've done research on these people. They advertise on The Witch's Voice, and I did a little bit of research on them, and I looked into them, and they're 100% legit. They're not charging too. They're charging what you expect to see, but they're legit. And I'm thinking, well, I could go to Cat. I don't want to be initiated into Apollo, but if I ever did get called to, I would have to go with someone who could kind of understand what I'm going through. Somebody who could actually, relate because they face the discrimination in the community. That being said, and that deep breath, which I needed to take because I'm like, my heart is beating outside of my chest right now. I am going to just do this video why sexuality shouldn't play a part in magic. Okay, so the first, I have 4 key points that I'm going to touch on, and each of those key points has a little bit of examples. Spirit does not have sex. Um, in the world of spirits, there is no sex because spirits do not need to sexually reproduce. Um, now, spirit can multiply by itself. If you want to think of the first spirit, which is an idea that comes from like some pagan traditions, the first spirit multiplied itself and then it fell into the physical form, and then from the physical form it was a hermaphrodite, and then it cast off its phallic parts to create the male and the female, and the female and the male created bodies for everyone. This is a belief of some traditions of Wicca and paganism, and there are actually some gods that do represent this hermaphrodite god who who cast off its phallic part, creating the man and the woman, who merged together to create the bodies for the spirits. So, spirit doesn't need male or female to reproduce. It just needs its thoughts, its wills to reproduce. Meaning that if you believe that every human has their own individual spirit, that spirit cannot be placed into, okay, this is a male spirit and this is a female spirit. Now, if you're talking about spirits on the form of ghosts, then those are human energies left behind. Not souls, but emotions. Get what I'm saying? Not the soul of the person, but the emotions of the person that were never fully dealt with, and those can be put into male or female based on who the person was while they were alive, based on who the emotions came from while they were alive. So that's the difference between a spirit as in a soul and a spirit as in a ghost. Spirit as in a ghost is emotion. Spirit as in soul is a pure spirit. Okay, so we're gonna move on from that. And so just to talk about what I just said. Um, most um, most creation myths start off with um, one deity. Now this deity is either male or female, and they create the other partner. In Greek mythology, Mother Gaia seceded from the darkness. The darkness was the original. It was nothing, and then it created the sky. Excuse me. Um, Egyptian mythology. Ra, the sun god, created himself from his thoughts from the darkness, and he created his children Tefnut and Shu by himself. Like I said, some traditions actually believe that a hermaphrodite god created itself, and then cast off its phallic parts to create um, a male and female goddess. I'm sorry, I'm looking at my notes. I should really have up here. Um, if you also want to look at deities and other perspectives, Hercules is considered the god of blessers, the god of male marriages. Um, Hermaphrodite is a god and a goddess of Greek culture that it was a god who was so in love with a nymph that when he reached out to hug them, they formed, they blurbed together. Well, how do I? They intertwined together and they formed a hermaphrodite. Um, Ganesh is a male deity of India. He's often represented as a male deity with female breasts and the child of two mothers, Apollo and his male lover, Pan and his male lover. Um, in Egyptian mythology, Set and Set and Horus had sexual relations. So, I mean, it's not uncommon, but these are gods. You can't compare them to us, is what I'm going to hear. But we should model ourselves to be like the gods. And the gods were unjudging in how they chose to live their lives and how other people chose to live their lives. So shouldn't we be unjudging in how we choose to live our lives and how we choose to see other people's lives? I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not feeling well. I probably should close these windows if I'm not feeling well because this wind is killing me. I'm not editing that out because I'm lazy. um. So yes, where are we? Yes. Topic number 3. All form of sexuality or sexual intercourse are nature because they were created by the gods. Okay. Now, something you hear a lot from Christians is that gay people choose to be gay. That is not true. Um, they don't choose to be any sort of way. They don't choose to be any sort of way. But um, if if the gods did not want gay people, they wouldn't have created them, and they would not have fulfilled these acts of homosexuality. Um, like I said, Hercules, the blesser of male marriages. Who else? Zeus had lots of male husbands. I mean, and that's just the Egyptian. The Egyptians can the Greek equivalations. I mean, the Egyptians believed in having male lovers. They also believed in getting married for the sake of having children. But I mean, after the marriage and the children were had, they would go back to them lovers. I mean, really, the only reason they got married were for children. That was mostly what the children. That's mostly what marriage was for back then. I mean, if you were, they understood that, like, if you wanted a man, you wanted a man, but you also had to have children. So, uh, okay, so the gods created all forms of sexuality. They created it in all animals. Animals such as lions, whales, dolphins, monkeys, intelligent animals have shown themselves to be able to um, act in ways of homosexuality. Um, like I said, monkeys, the closest well, not monkeys, but apes, the closest cousins to us genetically, have been able to show themselves to act in a homosexual manner, meaning that we're not the only ones capable of it, but so are animals. Um, which means that this is an animalistic, what's the word I'm looking for? This is an animalistic instinct for people. This isn't just something that you choose, it's an instinct. It's something that's programmed into us. Now, is it a dominant trait? For some of us, yes. For some of us, no. So, I mean, and for some of us, instinct is instinct. Like murderers, murdering is their instinct. They kill because they get some sort of pleasure out of it, and to some animals, that's an instinct. So, yeah, it's an animalistic instinct. It's a primordial instinct to be homosexual. Um, okay, and my final point is that the gods love us no matter what. Um, if a deity takes the time to call you, to pull you out of your mundane life and into this magical world of divinity, that means that they accept you for all your faults, for anything and everything. And that is just such a big, big thing, because that means that they're taking you for the love. They're taking you and they're saying, I don't care, you're my child now, you're in my arms, and I will forever hold you and protect you. It's much like a parent's love, it's unconditional. So it has nothing to do with gender, race, sex, age, height, weight. It has nothing to do with that. It's the love of divinity. It's the love of God, goddess, divinity, Sekhmet, Oya, Tengo, Set. It's Zeus, Apollo, any of those. It's just the love that those deities have for you, embodied. And it's them calling to you no matter what. They're saying, I accept you for all your faults. And I gave you these faults because I created you this way. And I want you to go through some stuff so you can get the blessings that I have for you. So when a God takes you for all that you are, they're saying, I love you, that's all you need. And if you don't feel that way, then you're always going to be searching for a love that you don't need. And if you feel that way when you work with the deity, that, your love's not enough, I need love from people too, then you're always going to have that pain and aching in your heart. Whew, in your heart. It's, oh, guys. Oh. Whew. Sorry, guys, I got a little emotional. But you're always going to have this pain and aching in your heart for a deeper love. But the deepest love that you will ever have in your entire life is the love of a deity, whether you're eclectic or whether you're devoted to a specific deity. What you know is that the deepest love of all is love for the God and goddess. Now, I went to church today on Easter Sunday, and what I saw was a group of people gathered together to worship their God because they believed that He died on the cross for their sins. Okay? That is amazing to me. These people gathered together to praise Him. There was dancing and there was shouting and there was psalms read and praises said, and I think they even did an exorcism in front of the whole church. There was blessings given, people signing up to be baptized, people baptized, and people blessed and prayed over, people prayed for, people bowed their heads to say psalms, and I found that, like, I could feel the energy in that room. I could feel it. I could see it. I closed my eyes and I could see every loving word up there, and I could feel the divine love that they had for their God, and they knew that their God was there for them. And I think that's really something to admire about Christians. You feel their love for their deity, and their deity feels the love, and and you feel the love of their deity for them. I mean, it's a loving relationship, and they understand that. So what else did I want to say? Um, I don't really care what people have to say about this video. I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for it. I also have a video coming out about some other stuff that I might get a lot of flack for, but I really don't care anymore. I mean, I'm going to practice how I want to practice, and my religious beliefs are my religious beliefs, and that's how it goes. So, that's how the world is, and if you don't like it, well, leave the world, or don't subscribe to me, or don't watch my videos anymore, or don't comment on them. And if you do comment on them and they're negative, you can bet one of two things. Either I'm going to cuss you out, or I'm going to call you out in my next video, or I might do both. So, I just thought I'd put that out there. Luckily, I have not had to do that yet, but I'm sure I will soon. And when I do, oh, the world will be ready for me. So, guys, it's been a long night, long day. It's Easter Sunday. I'm hopped up on candy. I'm like literally on a sugar high, like my hands can't sit still. And as long as I'm wrapped up and I have my stuff going, I think I'll show you guys what I'm doing here. Because this is my cat. Say hi, Leo. Leo kitty. Good. Oh, he's purring. I upset him. He wanted to lay down. He's just like, he's back on daddy's lap. Okay. I'm going to show you guys what I have going on. So, okay, we're taking a trip to my little altar space. This is what I have going on. That's an oil candle with her offering. That's Oya's candle. Offerings. I have her offerings here. That was an incense. I might light another one. And then I have a Psalms. I have it open to a particular Psalms. I have a lot going on. She stopped dancing because I turned off her drums to make this video, so I'm gonna have to turn that back on real soon, or she might get upset. And Leo he loves going in there. So I turned back on her drums. Let's see if she starts dancing again, because that candle was going crazy. It was just back and forth, and it was flickering to the left, to the left, to the left. It was crazy. So, I think that's it for this video, you guys, and, bye.